This is going to be a video on resisted isometric testing of the shoulder complex. Hi and welcome back to PhysioTutors. Now that you've completed active range of motion and passive range of motion assessment of the shoulder joint, you are going to want to evaluate the muscles in and around the shoulder girdle with resisted isometric testing. For resisted isometric testing of the shoulder complex, you can have your patient in sitting position. Just make sure he sits with the back upright. The arm is always going to be in the same position as we're going to induce an isometric resistance. We're going to start with flexion, so we're going to give resistance into extension direction. For extension, we're going to do the opposite. For abduction, we're going to apply resistance in adduction direction and do the opposite for adduction. Then we're going to continue with external rotation and internal rotation. Lastly, because we're evaluating the shoulder complex, we also have to include elbow flexion and elbow extension, because the biceps as well as the triceps muscle run over the shoulder and the elbow joint. So for elbow flexion, we're going to give resistance in extension direction and do the opposite for extension. Lastly, we're going to evaluate elevation and depression as well as pro and retraction. For elevation, place your hands on both acromia and ask your patient to shrug the shoulders. For depression, ask your patient to cross the arms and shrug the shoulders a little, and then you're going to give resistance through the longitudinal axis of the humerus. For protraction, you can grab onto the humerus just below the humeral head and ask your patient to resist. For retraction, just perform the opposite. Okay, this was our video on resisted isometric testing of the shoulder complex. If you liked this video, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Visit our website on PhysioTutors.com for more information. And if you like, you can check out our video on active range of motion assessment as well as passive range of motion assessment of the shoulder complex by clicking on one of those videos. This was Andreas for PhysioTutors. I'll see you next time. Bye.